Hi, welcome to my Vegas kitchen. I'm Tracy. Today we are making macaroni salad. So this macaroni salad actually is the same recipe I use for potato salad too. I just substitute the potatoes for macaroni. So actually this is my ex-mother-in-law's recipe. She's the one who taught me how to make this many years ago. I believe it's an Eastern European. There's no mustard in it, but it's delicious. You gotta try it. So we're gonna take 2 ribs of celery, and the vegetables that are cut in here are actually cut pretty small. I mean, if you certainly, like I always say about everything, make it your own. If you like big chunks of celery and big chunks of onion and green pepper, then you can certainly leave them larger. So we're gonna need celery, about 3 green onions, about a half of a green pepper. This green pepper was huge, and fresh parsley, hard-boiled eggs, a couple cups of mayonnaise, and then I already cooked according to your instructions on the box. This is a pound of medium shells. You can use any kind of pasta. You can use the little macaronis. You can use, choo-choo wheels, whatever you want. Penne. So this is a pretty fine dice on these. I'll put the full recipe. Everybody in the bowl. So we've got the celery in there, and everywhere else here. We're gonna use the green part of the onion, and if you don't have green onions, use an onion. Don't not make it because if you don't have mayonnaise, you can't make it, but you could use regular onion instead of green onion. We're gonna use the greens and the bottoms. Go ahead and cut those off, because here's what I like to do with these onions. When they get to the thicker part, I like to cut them in half like that, just because nobody wants to get a big onion, especially if they don't like onions. This one's not too bad. This one's pretty big too. And then just finish chopping them. So let's talk about hard-boiled eggs. My method for hard-boiled eggs is obviously not foolproof, as you can see, because I've peeled them all and they don't peel perfect. It's funny, you go by your rules and you get 1 perfect one or 2 perfect ones, and then you get a couple like this. They're gonna get chopped up. Don't worry about them. Now, if you're making, deviled eggs or something, you're gonna want your eggs to look nice. And my suggestion to get perfect eggs, no matter what, is to buy them at the grocery store already hard-boiled and peeled. Because I don't care what I do. Here's how I do it. Fill a pot with the eggs, how many eggs you want in. I put cold water in. I put a little bit of salt in. I let them come to a boil. I put a lid on them, set a timer for 10 minutes, and sometimes they come out perfect, and sometimes they don't. These are all cooked in the same batch, so don't beat yourself up about hard-boiled eggs. And if somebody has a foolproof hard-boiled egg recipe or means to cook it, certainly jump in and leave a comment. I've tried using vinegar in the water. I've heard that helps. I've tried a lot of different ways. So then after the 10 minutes, I put the pot in the sink. I run cold water in it and just let the cold water run. Yeah, here in Vegas, it's not real cold in even now in we're in September. You don't want that pith in just bitter. So we're gonna chop this. Okay. Got that in there. And we are gonna get our parsley all here. This is about a half a bunch of parsley, but you know, some bunches of parsley are bigger than others. You try to get the leaves. If you get a few stems in there, it's not going to kill anybody. But the eggs, yeah, I welcome any suggestions on hard boiling eggs that peel nice. I don't even think those, you know, you see all those hacks on the social media on how to do things, and I've tried a few of them, like I said. Not so great. So I wash this parsley. After I wash it, I let it dry in I roll it in a paper towel to try to get it as dry as you can. You know, it's easier to chop when it's dry, and you don't want water in your macaroni salad. Well, I think we got about a quarter cup there. Okay, so now we're going to cut up the eggs real quick. I don't cut them, well, I'll show you how I cut them. Give me a sec here. I usually just cut them in half and then in half again. And then let me come over here and cut like this. You can certainly cut them on the chopping board if you want, but they're going to break up as you're mixing a little bit too. I don't know why I don't cut eggs. I usually don't cut like this. I usually cut them, like I said, in my hand. Why, I don't know. So I have 10 eggs here. I like a lot of egg in mine. If you don't like the egg, I wouldn't say leave it out. I would just say put less. Careful if you're cutting in your hand like this. I go between my fingers with the knife. So we've got our egg. This bowl's probably bigger than I need, but it's better to have a bigger bowl. Okay, so now I'm just gonna mix it up. Everybody's in there. So we are going to add our salt and our pepper. Those are the only seasonings we're going to add. I will have the exact amounts on the recipe. Again, get it going good, stir it up. Okay, so now we're going to add our mayonnaise. This is 2 cups. If you don't like it real mayonnaise-y, put a little bit in. This is what I'm going to do. Put a little bit in, stir it up. Just remember though, your noodles are going to soak up some of that mayonnaise. And these noodles were cold. I cooked them earlier. You want them to be cold. I think we need a little bit more. I'm going to put the rest of it in. So that was 2 cups. Got everything mixed in there good. Okay, I'm gonna get a nice bowl to put it in, but before I do, I am going to make sure the salt and pepper's right on it. Delish. So this is our macaroni salad. I'm gonna go find a nice bowl to put it in. I hope you try this recipe. If you like mustard in it, you can certainly add a little bit. And like I said, if you don't have an ingredient, use the eggs. Only swap out the green onion for regular onion. That's the only thing I would do to change it if I didn't have green onion. So I hope you try this recipe. It's delicious. Thanks for watching and have a great day.